So let me just replay this idea of a two-speed society, because at the heart of it, and business is partly responsible for a two-speed society, and apartheid is responsible for a two-speed society. It's not a creation of Jacob Zuma. This is a structural problem that we have what I term a very fast-moving, non-racial, first-world economy with first-world infrastructure on the one hand, employed people, an increasingly big black middle class that's created 10 million in the last 20 years, black middle class people. And then you have, on the other hand, a rural or peri-urban black mass population that is young, hopeless, and marginalized. That is the reality of South Africa that we have. The superimposition of the politics on that is that you have a patronage network and philosophy embedded in the ANC on the one hand, and you have a constitutionalizing, modernizing philosophy embedded in the same ruling party, the ANC, contesting each other for the future of the country that will take us in developmental directions in the next 20 years that is diametrically opposite. And the one is going to deliver the resources and the networks of the privileged to the poor, and the other is going to try and grow the cake in a constitutional democracy and effectively distribute those resources in a structured way over time so that they lift the poor and at the same time help the wealthy grow. Now, that's the very, we have Turkey, we have Russia, we have Zimbabwe, we have Venezuela, we have India, Nigeria as examples of the one type, and you have many examples of the other type of constitutional democracy, and we are going to find in the next year that we'll know where we're going to land.
What's your prediction?
I think it's too close to call, to be honest. I think
it's too evenly balanced.
It's very evenly balanced where we're going to end up. I think that the international investors know this. I think the Night of the Long Knives was an attempt to wrest power in one direction. And if it's not unchecked, it's going to basically mean that the patronage network is going to win. And when does it win? It wins in two ways. South Africa is a sort of strange system, political system. We have this ruling party electing in December its new leader that will effectively coronate the winner with either the constitutional democracy or the patronage hat. And you then have an election for a democratic election 2 years later, which will effectively either sanction that ruling party to go on with that program, or it'll arrest it through stopping and checking that program through an election process. But, so let's just look at the forces. The fact is, the voters are more heavily weighted towards the rural poor than they are towards the urban majority. So the ANC rests more on the rural poor today, and it's unlikely that those people who are getting 17 million people effectively relying for their entire income on social welfare grants are going to vote the people out of office in 2019 who are the people who are giving them that social welfare grants. So, you are really hoping against hope that 2019 is going to deliver some kind of different system than we know today. So that's the dynamic that is unfortunately at play. And I think, the next month, the next 6 months is going to give us a very big idea of where the future is going.